going to come to standing. Take a deep breath. And just bring one hand over your chest, one hand over your stomach. Stand tall. Close your eyes. Tune into your body. Take some expansive breaths so that you feel your hands expand as you inhale and sink back as you exhale. Let your arms go. We're going to roll down really slow. So you'll bend your knees. Start with your head. Slowly drop your chin down to your chest. And just take your time rolling down your spine. Really let the head and the arms go. Check in with your breath. Keep breathing. At the bottom, we're going to hang out for a few deep breaths. If that's too intense, just prop your elbows on your thighs so that you're up halfway. If you're comfortable with it, hang and stretch for a few breaths. Just a couple more. Really let the weight of your head and your upper body go to stretch your lower and your mid back. Let's start to come back up. Engage your core. Press through your feet and slowly roll yourself up in reverse so that your head is heavy until your shoulders are over your hips. If you're already up, stand tall. If you're still rolling up, just take your time. It's your practice. Take all the time that you need. And let's take some deep breaths and just feel the shift in your body and your mind. Refocus your eyes. We're going to give everything a really good shake. So you'll shake one leg and foot at a time, and you'll shake both hands and arms. Shake off stress, tension, frustration. Deep breaths. Make it really silly. No one can see you except maybe your family. Great. And then we're going to come back to mountain pose, and we're going to work on reversing the computer slouch. So you're going to stand tall. Feel your collarbones are broad. Bring your hands up just a bit lower than your chest. Open your fingers, and then open your arms like you're pushing into two walls. Shoulders are down. You can always adjust the arms up or down, see what feels good for you. Let's take 3 deep breaths. You can wiggle your fingers in this one. You can move things around. If you want to add the head, you could move side to side. Stay with your breath. Release. We're going to do a standing cat pose. Bend your knees. You're going to bring your arms together so your forearms are together and your hands are together. And then make your back really round and drop your head. Take a deep breath into your back. We're going to flow now. Inhale, open your arms in an expansive way. So whatever way feels like you're expanding through your heart. This is the inhale. On the exhale, round, bring the forearms together. Try different angles as you open. Inhale, expand. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. In. and out. Last time, inhale, open. Exhale, round. We're gonna hold the round spine. Bring your forearms together and your hands together. Drop your head. Take a deep breath into your mid and upper back. Let's go all the way down from here again. Release all the way down. You could hang, or if you want a deeper stretch, inhale, flat back, and then dynamically pull yourself down with your hands to add a little force. You don't have to though. So you could add a little force, or you could just hang, or you could be halfway. So let's hold in your forward bend for 5 slow breaths. If you're dynamically pulling yourself down, try to pull your shoulders away from your ears. You can always bend your knees. Be gentle with yourself. One more breath. When you're ready, you're gonna lift your head a little. We're gonna try a downward dog, so you'll reach down. You could do a plank first, and then into your downward dog. If this downward dog isn't working for you, don't worry, just come into child pose instead. Wherever you're working, let's take 5 breaths. If you're in downward dog, shoulders are away from ears, and you could move and stretch in any way that feels good for your legs. We're all gonna try child pose now. Come on down, rest. Breathe into your back. Take 2 more deep breaths there. And we're gonna move into a low lunge. So you may or may not need a piece of furniture to help you balance. You could grab a chair or something or hold the couch. You're gonna come up and help 1 foot forward so that when you lean forward, your knee is over your ankle and you can feel a stretch through here. So if you have something handy, you could hold onto a piece of furniture. You could also come down. It's gonna feel a little different. One's not better than the other. They're just different poses, but this in the same family of poses. If you feel like you want to really work hard, you could balance and reach up. So I'm going to go halfway. I'll hold here. So this is helping to reverse all the sitting that you did today and the standing on the hip flexors. Wherever you are in the pose, look forward. Take some slow, deep breaths, noticing that open space through that back hip flexor. Add a twist. You're going to bring the opposite hand to the front foot on the floor. Twist towards your front knee. Reach up. Breathe into your back. One more breath. In slow motion, so you get a nice stretch, reach that top arm all the way over your head. When you get to the floor, release, and you can do child pose or downward dog. Take a moment to integrate. Second side, come on down. We're gonna help that other foot forward, and you're gonna match what you did on the first side. Check out your front knee to ankle. So if it looks like this and your knee is coming way over, you just want to step your foot forward to protect that knee. We don't want to compress the knee. Look forward at one point. Let's breathe. Add the twist. Bring your opposite hand down to the front foot. Twist towards your front knee. Breathe, look up. Slow motion, reach that arm over your head. Get a nice stretch on the way. This time we're going to be stepping forward. Come to your fingertips, tuck your back toe, look forward, and step forward. To flat back. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, folding down. This time we're going to come up through a flat back. Lift your head first, soften your knees, sweep your arms all the way up. Standing tall in mountain pose, hands in front of your heart. Take a deep breath. Feel the energy moving through the hips after our low lunge. Half moon stretch. You're going to reach both arms or one arm up. Lengthen, clasp your hands. Go up and over to one side. Engage your core. If you want more of a challenge, look up. A little less, look down. Breathe into your side. On a strong inhale, root through your feet, come up through the center. Exhale, up and over to the other side. Engage your core muscles in. On your inhale, come up through the center. On the exhale, we're going to release the arms slowly. Expand them out behind you so that you really stretch open your heart center. And then slowly by your sides. And we're just going to pause in mountain pose. Breathe and feel the energy moving through the sides of the body. The triangle. We're going to separate your feet quite wide as you feel comfortable. Hold your hips. Just bend and straighten a couple times, getting into the legs and the calves. Last time. So you're going to keep your body facing me, but your hips and your feet are going to turn to the right. So try not to let this happen. Keep your body open. Open your arms. So this movement starts in the hips. So start with the hip moving so that you can stretch to the side. So it's like the hip goes one way as your body goes the opposite way. And then you're going to bring that hand down, option one. Option two, come into the full pose and reach that arm up. So you're trying to make a huge triangle with your body, but there's also a triangle in the legs. So it's very angular. Really engage your core. Look at one point. You could look forward or you could look down. More difficulty is to look up. Just be mindful of your neck. Let's hold for a couple more breaths. On a strong inhale, push to your feet, come on up. Exhale, rest. Let's try the other side. So keep your rib cage facing me. Turn just your hips to the left. Knees are straight. Inhale, get moving through the hips, and then exhale, side stretch. You don't have to do the arms. If the arms are too much, just keep your arms down and focus on your hips. Look at one point. Breathe. On a strong inhale, come on up. Exhale, take a break. So we're gonna have some fun now with that alignment. We're gonna try a balance. So I'll show you first and then we'll just workshop it a bit. So the alignment is the same in this balance, but don't come in as far as you did in the first triangle. You're gonna look down, you'll bend this knee, and then you're trying to lift the back leg so that your body and leg are parallel to the floor. But have fun with it. So start here and then just see how it feels to lift your toe off. You don't have to go right into it. You could also, if you have a wall or furniture by, you can just hold. Okay, and then let's try to balance. It's all core here. Think of that rotation through your shoulders to keep yourself facing me. Try one more time. I'm floating my hand. There are versions where you reach down. So see what works for you. You could also hold a chair. Great, so we're gonna finish the pose. Bend your front knee, release. Take a moment, walk your feet in, give it a little shake. Acknowledge how awesome you are, and then let's try it to the left. So we wanna keep that, maintain the alignment of the triangle. Take a moment, get solid on this foot, look at a spot, and then just play with it. See if you can lift off and keep your body facing me. The key is really this foot, right? This isn't a floppy foot, it's really reaching away. That's what's gonna keep me afloat. Try it one more time. Take a deep breath. And then landing strong, release. Take a deep breath, walk your feet in. And let's just stand in mountain. Notice your heart beating. Yoga usually isn't known for cardiovascular, but with the balancing, you can really get the heart rate up. Enjoy that, very purifying, energizing heat. One more deep breath. Refocus your eyes. We're gonna try a warrior one. So you're gonna turn to the top of your mat, big step back. You want your feet hip width apart and your front knee bent and your back leg straight. So now we're facing very forward to the top of your mat. Lift your arms, look up. We're gonna add a yoga mudra here like we did last time. So you can hold here like the traditional warrior one, or if you wanna try yoga mudra, interlace your hands behind your back, open your chest. Try to keep the alignment the same. So the hips and the shoulders stay the same. You just bend down as you lift your arms. So you're not leaning on your leg, but you're energizing your spine as you push into that back heel. If you want to go further, lift your arms more, let your body go down more. Breathe. Keep holding your hands, lift your head, come up strong. Release your hands back into warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to take a downward dog between sides. Reach down to the floor and step back to your downward dog. Or you can do a child pose. Breathe it out here. Second side. So let's step or hop both feet forward to flat back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Floating up through the center, through flat back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, mountain pose for a deep breath. Hands on the hips, warrior one to the second side. So take a moment, feel your hips and your shoulders are square forward. Reach up for a breath or two. So nothing changes in the lower body. Interlace your hands if you're coming with me for yoga mudra, open your chest. Body stays the same in the lower body, coming into that yoga mudra. Really push into your back heel so there's not too much weight in your front foot. On a strong inhale, come on back. Lift your arms, take another breath. Downward dog, come on down. Or child pose, stretch it out. And then we're all gonna take child pose, rest. Release. Transition to sitting. Come over to your sit bones. Grab some water if you have it. We're gonna do some breathing. So just make sure your hands are clean. I know you're all at home, so there's no worry there. But we're gonna be touching the face to breathe through one nostril at a time. So this is a really balancing and grounding breath. It's a way to really focus inward, especially if there's any anxiety or uncomfortable feelings. This breath can be really calming, balancing, and grounding. So without further ado, we're going to block off one nostril. So just with your index finger, really gentle, just above the flap of your nostril, you're just going to block it off, and you're going to slowly inhale through the other side. When it's time to exhale, switch and exhale out the other side. Stay on that side. You're going to inhale through that side. Block, exhale out the other side. Stay on that side, inhale. Block, exhale out the other side. Continue, inhale that side. We're always switching after the inhale to exhale out the other side. Now go at your own pace, make it slow and smooth. All your mental focus is on the feeling of the air moving in one side and going out the other side. This brain balances the right and the left hemispheres of the brain, as well as the right and left sides of the sinuses. You may notice that one side is really open and maybe one side isn't as open. So this breath will balance that out so that we oxygenate the sinuses equally. Stay with me. Inhale one side, exhaling the other. Last time. On your next inhale, let both hands come down. Sit in meditation, breathing through both nostrils equally at the same time, but with the same quality, that slow, smooth, concentrated breath. In through both sides, oxygenating the brain, out slowly through both sides. Try to stay in this meditative state. We're going to lay on your back for Savasana. So you don't even need to look at the screen. You're just going to lay on back. Stretch out in any way that feels good. Stay with your breath. Maybe do a little knees to chest. Massage your back. And then let's settle into the floor. Stretch out your legs, lay flat.